Alright YouTube, as promised, this is the first of the two videos, and as promised I'm doing the old Intel 386 computer. I'm going to give you a basic overview of the insides and give you a little show of the outside, and what it looks like from the outside and the inside. And I'm going to power it on and show you what happens when you turn it on. Because unfortunately, this computer, it boots up, but the hard drive is really dead. I mean, I took this hard drive out and then I tested it over on that computer over there, and it powers up, but it doesn't read it. It doesn't recognize it as a working hard drive. So it's too bad, because I was hoping to play some of these old games that were on this, but I guess not. I guess fate has resigned this to the trash bin. Well, the hard drive anyways, not this computer. I am gonna try to restore this as best as I can. Yeah. Alright, so instead of me sitting here yapping, I just want to do one little quick thing. Okay, you see this big old computer. This computer was from 1993. Okay, look how big it is. Right? And now, this computer that I'm about to show you is from 2016. There it is. The Kangaroo Mini. Look at the size. Well, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put it on top of here. And I'm going to show you the difference between 1993 2016. Look at the size of that computer compared to this. That's how much technology has advanced since 1993. Isn't that incredible, folks? Anyways, I almost dropped my phone. I think I'm gonna start doing all my videos on my phone, because I'm really getting aggravated with that webcam. It's not working right anymore. Whatever, you know, they're cheap enough to get. I go on Amazon and pick one up real cheap anyways, you know, so I'm not worried about it for now. And this does give some really good quality. So anyways, as I said, this is for what I think it is. I mean, there's a name on the back that says Intel. I mean, there's no marking on the front of it. It's almost looks like a generic computer. And as I said, it's a computer from 1993. It's a 386. I think it's a dx-25, if I remember, looking at the chip. Well, we'll see it when we open up the machine. So anyways, it's got the standard 3.5-inch drive. Very surprised they didn't opt for the 5.25-inch drive. I was kind of teasing my aunt about that. I was like, oh, why didn't you just get the 5.25-inch drive? Go all out. But yeah, that's alright. I don't think she was into the 5.25 drives, and those things were a pain in the butt. And you can't even get those discs anymore. I don't even know if you can. Maybe you can. Maybe on eBay or something. I'm sure you can find a drive. I could probably find a 5.25-inch drive and some discs for this, but that's not. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to try to do is. I just want to get this thing running. Alright, so that's the front of it. And as I said in my other video, it's got a little bit of rust here, because like I said in the other video, when I first got this computer, well, when I first found this computer buried in the storeroom of my aunt's house, it was sitting up on its side this way. You know, it was sitting like this, with this side up in the air and this side on the ground. So as you can see, I'll turn it around here. It got a little bit of, I don't know if you can see. Wait a minute, let me see if I can get my flashlight here. You can see it's got a little bit of rust and corrosion going on there on the side there from where it was sitting on the ground. And I kind of when I took the cover off, I kind of botched this a little bit. I banged it and banged the piece right off of it. Here it is. So I'm going to try to glue that back on too. Get some crazy glue and get that back on there. So let's go to the back here. You're gonna have to just bear with me for a second. I'll get my flashlight out so you really see this. Whoops. It's the only thing I don't like about this. It goes to... You have to cycle through it to get it to go to this point. And as I said, it's an Intel. Here's the... Sorry, I'll keep it a little straighter here. If anybody wants to get some info about this, and any info you guys can give me about this computer will be very much appreciated. You know, because the only thing I know, it's Intel, it's a 386 dx-25. That's pretty much all I know about it. And it's got the standard power, and then this thing, well, let me just put this down here. I'll explain what this is right here. That is for if you wanted to plug in a monitor. Back in the day, they had a special cord where you could plug one end into the computer and the other end right into your monitor, and you would have power going to it. And when you shut the power off, it would shut the monitor off because it would kill the power. Now the problem with that is all that extra load is really kills the power supply. So back in the day, these guys had to replace these power supplies a lot because they're not really meant to do that. You know, they're not really, I mean, this thing's a beast and it takes up a lot of power. You know, and you know, having on top of that, having to, you know, run a monitor as well, it really just killed it. So anyways, I'm gonna be quiet here for a minute and oh, wait a minute. Intel 3D-25. Oops, and my cat's water bowl in the process. Sorry about that. So I know it is a DX25, so the D must be for DX and the 25 is a 25. All right. 4170. There's the serial number. The preset. As you can see, printer ports, COM ports. Then you got your, I don't know if this is a CGA or a VGA. I had a VGA monitor plugged into this, and it worked. I mean, it didn't give me any attitude about it. So, but it did come up as a video output, a CGA output on the BIOS screen. You got your serial ports, and then you got an open air port there. And on the other side, that's just, oops. There's the your standard metal. Alright, so let's get a cracking and open this sucker up. And I'll be right back to show you what the inside of this sucker looks like. Alright, after a little wrangling, I finally got this case open. And I just wanted to show you something really quick. I didn't mention this before. This actually has a very old school AT style keyboard input, which is very, very old school. It's actually, for this time frame, it's actually the right, what they were using back in those days. So here you have this gigantic, let me just put the, no, it's not gonna fit like that. Gigantic, let's see if I can hold the flashlight and the camera, I mean the phone at the same time. your gigantic serial port card, and then you got the video card right here, which is your standard size card. You got your controller card right here. Back in the day, if you wanted to plug in hard drives or floppy drives, you couldn't just plug it into the computer and just, oh, I'm done. No, you had to go out and buy a card. Plug it in, and then plug in all your hard drive and your floppy drives onto that card. And as you can see in the back there, the old Maxtor dead hard drive, which, let me tell you folks, was not easy to get out of there. And it was not easy taking that chassis apart and putting it back together again. But it was nostalgic. So, I'll show you the memory. And these are very, very, very old school style memory, memory card, memory sticks. Look at those. Those are 25 pin SIM cards. As you can see, it is an Intel 386. Let me see if I can turn myself around here, give you a better view of the... I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get my... It is a 386 dx-25 megahertz processor, and you got a math coprocessor on the other side here. You got your 3.5-inch floppy drive, and way down there, whoops, you have your old Maxtor, and this giganto power supply. Oops. I wonder how many watts this thing is. Let's see if you can see how many watts this sucker is. I don't know if it's gonna tell me or not. Probably, maybe. Let's see. Hand the sticker on the side here. Let's see if I can. Really can't see. It's really faded out. Well, this power supply was made in February of 1991. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. 230 watts. That's what this power supply is. It's a 230 watt power supply. And look at the size of that thing. That thing is a beast. It goes almost all the way down to the board. I also wanted to show you one little thing, because I think I'm going to just kind of end this video very, very soon. This Maxtor drive, when I was taking it out, I noticed something a little peculiar about it. That Maxtor drive actually has a sticker on it. I don't know if you can see it. You kind of can see it. That orange sticker on it. Let me see if I can... Not that orange sticker, sorry. That's just a warning. That's just a warning sticker. Oh, right below the warning sticker, there's a another sticker that says, for use in computers of Department of Defense, and it has a warning about not copying any programs that are on this hard drive in violation of some, subsector, whatever. But you don't see those very much anymore. In fact, you don't see them at all. So I'm guessing that maybe at one point this computer was used in a military base or some kind of military facility, and then it was cleaned and given away to whoever wanted it. So, that's pretty much it. You can see these, I think they're ISA ports. And it's been a long. I'll be honest, folks. It's actually been a very long time since I've done this kind of computer stuff. I know what these are. I think they're ISA ports, but don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. I mean, if you want to leave a message underneath, you know, and tell me exactly what they are, I appreciate it. I won't take it, you know, I'm like, oh, you jerk, you think you're smarter than me, no. I'll actually appreciate any comments about what these ports are. I believe they're ISA, but I'm not going to say they are. You can see, because of the size of these cards, they had to put 2 of them to accommodate the sheer size of these cards. It's just incredible. So anyways, thank you for watching my videos, and you know, as always, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't like it, and please, 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 leave a comment. I'm not gonna, you know, but please don't leave any negative comments. Well, you can leave negative comments. I mean, it's your right to leave negative comments if you want. But, you know, try not to be too nasty about it. And always leave comments, you know. I appreciate any comments, you know, especially about what these ports are. I mean, these, you know, these bus cards are, you know, definitely. Because like I said, I haven't done this in a long time. I'm actually getting back into this after 10 plus years of not being really in the business, you know. So I'm kind of relearning everything, you know, and trying to get my skills back to where they were, you know, back when I was actually training to do computer repair. So anyways, oh, and I wanted to give out one quick shout out to UXW Bill. Oh, before I give the shout out, I have a question. This computer, whoops, as you can see, I have to cycle through these to get the right light. Question. Now this computer has a dead CMOS battery, but I can't find it. I think it might be underneath the hard drive. And it might be under the hard drive, but I don't know. I gotta replace it. I don't even know if it might not even have a battery in this for some odd reason, which would be very odd because then it would keep giving you that error message every time you power this thing on. But it did say it was dead, so I'm assuming that it's still in there somewhere. If anybody knows where it might be, especially you, UXW Bill, who I'm giving the shout out to, and I want to say thank you to him. You know, he's actually the one that really re-impassioned me to do this computer repairs and, you know, these computer videos. I was watching his videos, and, you know, I just got very, very inspired, and I said, you know what, I want to do this too. This looks like a lot of fun, so I'm going to do it. So, UXW Bill, thank you. And if you or anybody else can figure out, you know, where the battery might be on this thing so I can replace it, that'd be much appreciated. You know, leave the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for putting up my non-stop yapping. Yeah, that's it. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Oops. Why is this? Oh, okay. So guys, I know I really got to end these videos, but I really wanted to show you this, and I wanted to show you one more thing that I missed in the video. So this is the DoD thing. Whoops, let me get a flashlight on here. So you can see it says, for DoD use, duplication and disclosure of any software, firmware, or related documentation is subject to restriction of paragraph C 1, I think that's 2, of DFAR 252.227-7013. For civilian agencies, the use, reproduction, or disclosure of the software and related documentation is subject to restriction of FAR 52.227-19. unpublished rights reserved under the copyright laws of the United States. So that's the, whoops, the DOD warning that I was telling you about. And also, I missed one little thing. You notice there's a, oops, you know, the fan, the screws around for the, there's a big fan right here. And if you come around the front here, they mounted the speaker right onto where the fan is, which I think is kind of hilarious. It's a cool fan. But anyways, that's it. That's really it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. I know, guys. I know. I said I was going to end it, but I forgot. I was going to power this up and show you what happened. So, I'm going to do that right now. And I just do have one extra quick question before I do that. Does anybody know what... Let's put this down here for a second. This switch right here, this little switch does. See that little switch right there? I'm curious, what does that do? Is that a reset switch? Because I know this is the power and the LED light. So I'm wondering if that's a reset switch. So anyways, that's the end of that. I'm going to hook this up and I'm going to show you what happens when we power this sucker on. And then really, I am going to end this. I know it's been going on forever and ever, and I keep putting parts in, and oh yeah, what the heck? All right, guys, hold on a second. It's not easy because I got my phone here, a little tour of my room, and I gotta clean that litter box. I gotta go down to this Stop and Shop and get some kitty litter for those kids, for the kids, so they can do their business again and again and again and again. That's irrelevant. We're not talking about kitty litter, we're talking about computers here. Sorry, I don't know why I unplugged the monitor from the back. Alright, plug it in. You just have to, sorry about the looking at the floor there for a second. Okay, so now we're good to go. So I'm going to power this up and I'm going to show you what happens. Oh, wait a minute. As soon as I plug in the keyboard, the old XT style. Maybe it's an AT, maybe. So again, you know, it's been so long since I've done these. On this old AT style or XT style keyboard. I love this keyboard. You know what? When we were taking it out of the car, and I know I'm rambling again, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to say this real quick. When I took this out of the car, it fell. And the F12 key fell off. And it actually popped off. I found it, and you know what? I just popped that sucker right back on, and it works fine. See, this is a good keyboard. Good, solid, strong keyboard. You can really beat the heck out of this sucker, and it will keep going for you. You just don't make them like that anymore. These things, you just touch it the wrong way, and it breaks. Very flimsy keyboards nowadays. Alright, so now we're all got that all gone. I'm going to power this sucker up, and you guys are going to see what happens when we power this up. Now listen to this thing power up. You can see it's a .386. That's the 3.5-inch drive. No boot drive available. So I'm going to go into the BIOS here. Oops, push the right key. Errors have been found during the power-up self-test. The errors were: clock chip lost power. Setup will attempt to correct these errors. Hit any key to continue. Here's the any key. Ha, just kidding. I know, that's an old computer joke. You can see the time and date are definitely not right. Diskette A is definitely not right. It's not a 5 1/4 inch. It's a 3 1/2, 1.44 meg. There is no diskette B. But what's really kind of makes me scratch my head is that it does recognize that the hard drive is there. You know, which is, I don't understand that. It understands that it's there, but it just will not boot. So I don't know if, like, the read, the track 0 is dead, or just so badly damaged that it can't read it. I don't know. So it's got 640 kilobytes on the base, 3072 kilobytes of extended memory, so 4 megs of memory. The display is a CGA 80. What's that I was talking about? Now see, it says it's a CGA display, but I'm running it on a VGA monitor, so I guess I hope they're compatible. Hope I'm not damaging this card by doing this. CPU speed turbo, coprocessor not installed. That coprocessor that I showed you when we were looking at the chip. It says F1 for help, F10 to exit and save changes, which really doesn't do anything. You save the changes and it just goes back to that same error message. But alright, this is really, seriously, truly it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for just being so patient. I know I've keep coming back and doing more and more and more, but this is really the end. I promised you I was going to boot this up and show you what happened, and I have, so this really is the end. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time. It will be that computer right there, the gateway. We'll do an overview on that one. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time. I'm going to do this UXW build style.